This is an overview for Chapter 5 on proteins. Proteins are composed of amino acids. The term amino means that it's a molecule that contains nitrogen. Proteins have two or more amino acids that are linked together by bonds, and they're composed of the following atoms: carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. And proteins are classified based on the number of amino acids that are linked together. So for instance, two amino acids linked together are called dipeptides. Three amino acids linked together are tripeptides. 4 to 10 amino acids are called oligopeptides, and 11 or more amino acids linked together are called polypeptides. There are approximately 20 amino acids, 9 of which are considered to be essential amino acids, meaning that they can't be synthesized in the body, and therefore it's essential that they are consumed by the diet. There are 11 non-essential amino acids which can be synthesized by the body, and therefore they're not essential to be consumed on a daily basis by the diet. Another classification of amino acids are called branched chain amino acids. These include leucine, isoleucine, and valine. Branched chain amino acids have particular significance for athletes, specifically endurance athletes, because branched chain amino acids tend to be selected by the body to be metabolized when carbohydrate stores are low. And so for endurance athletes that may be utilizing most of their carbohydrate stores, these branched chain amino acids seem to be selected for additional fuel. However, more research is really needed to support their use in supplementation. Proteins have a number of different functions in the body, including tissue healing, cell function. They assist with various bodily functions, and they also serve as an energy source. Again, in times of starvation or for more ultra endurance events, they are important for energy. We can, in terms of their energy density, there are 4 calories per gram of protein, so very similar to carbohydrates, but only half of fat. Remember, fat has about 9 calories per gram. In terms of recommendations for athletes, it's generally recommended that athletes consume about 1.2 to 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. The RDA for the general population is 0.8 of a gram of protein per kilogram of body weight. So it's considerably more compared to the general population. When we look at percentages of daily caloric intake, the recommendation for protein is to consume about 15 to 20% of the daily total calories from protein sources. Again, the general public would be a little bit closer to 15%, whereas athletes are going to be biased towards closer to 20% of total daily caloric intake from proteins. The chapter ends with a discussion of protein recommendations for different types of athletes before, during, and after competition. And that's something I want you to pay particular attention to, and it is this week's topic for the discussion board post. So please review that. There's some slides, some lecture notes on that, but it also is discussed in some detail in the textbook. That concludes the overview of Chapter 5 on proteins.